Why is he not spectating my... Alright, hey everybody, welcome to my match with E.Honda. Here he is. Kick the rat. I can kick myself. Okay, so this is my first match of this season. Here with E.Honda. Guess we're ready to go. This is just the second match that's been played of our division, so we don't really know much about the shape of it, except that Sycomatic has about matched his score from the last season he played in League in A already. Sorry, Sicko. But he's basically all the way almost there with his first match. Okay, so this has got drawn bridge and whatever. So this will be a finish on a bridge turn that will probably be a 3-pile. I guess it's not impossible for... no one's going to get enough bridges to empty, I don't think. 3-pile or like a resignation, I guess. I don't think you're worried about Cardinal for a while. Maybe there's a point in the middle where you get it and it hurts, but I think at the start it's pretty much not very good. But the question to me is whether you do... I guess bridge is fine. Are you gonna do bridge silver? Or do you go ahead and try the improve? Sanctuary hitting 5 is important for sure. Hitting 4 is pretty important too, so silver is gonna be useful for a while, I think. You make an embassy eventually. He does go with the improve. I think, obviously, if they don't collide, the improve looks really nice. Because the 4s are awesome. So maybe there's enough upside there. Okay, really good draw for me, at least assuming the bridge doesn't miss. Well, even if the bridge misses, it's a really good draw for me. I'm probably going to go ahead and turn this into a diplomat. If you draw the sanctuary with your diplomat, you're in good shape. Hopefully he didn't hit the 5-5. Hopefully he has the same draw as me, where it's a 5-4-4. Because second sanctuary could be really nice. I guess there was like, no, I couldn't do it. I guess his option here that he could do that I don't have is buy a pilgrimage, but I don't think that's worth it yet. So now I have a choice on deck composition, whether I want to deviate. I think the mining village is reasonable, so... Hopefully we draw, well, either a state or a diplomat would be nice. This is still okay though. Hit 3. I'll probably buy another improve. If I find the diplomat and get to 4, I'll probably buy another diplomat. Or pilgrimage. That's an okay pilgrimage for them. If I hit 2, obviously the choice is pretty easy. I think Crossroads still has some value. Well, especially with having the Diplomat here on top, there was like some odds of... I'm going to play the Diplomat just because I think 3, I don't want another Crossroads. But this is looking kind of rough. I think a Crown for him is pretty good. Obviously my Diplomat draw could be like nightmarish, but... yeah, pretty awful. I'm not really sure the second Crossroads is any good at all, but there's still more shuffles here. I don't need to like resign yet, but I'm definitely on the back foot. This might be better than Crown, I don't know. They're certainly good buys, so probably can add a second bridge, or do they already have a second bridge? Maybe it's just another Diplomat, or maybe a mining village. If you have the second bridge, it's not, third is not like that exciting. I wouldn't say. I could do a copper because I have the Crossroads, though that's a little bit probably too a little overly greedy. What do I... He's just way ahead. These were not good draws. I don't even know what I can put in this shuffle that's like good. I bottom decked a Sanctuary. I guess I could have pilgrimaged, but that's not so appealing on the shuffle. It's pilgrimaging again, which is okay. Okay, I'm doing this. If I don't find the bridge, this will not work out. Finding the bridge is not that bad. Actually pretty okay. That was quite a bit of thinning I got to do there. If we had not drawn the bridge, we would have been... It would have been a terrible turn. At least I feel like I have some threat right now. It's not much, but like, it's not zero. I have 3 coppers left. Bridge, Diplo, Sanctuary. I mean, you can do Bridge, Diplo, Mining Village too. The Sanctuaries are pretty good, they're by. He didn't find his other bridge. I don't know how bad this shuffle is, these 3 cards. Okay, it does go for the Sanctuary. So now we're just like gonna draw for sure. Go ahead and put one of these aside now, I think. We're gonna want to have the money. If he stops, okay, he didn't stop here. I say if he stops here, then I have something, but if he draws, I'm not so sure. Also, I'm like, I could easily not draw. I don't know what this stopping and thinking there was. I guess counting cards, but it was like super below the diplomat. I mean, it was like super easy to see the diplomat would activate. So I'm not quite sure I follow all that, but this is just a ton of stuff he can get this turn. The only thing he needs to like even worry about a little bit is, well, I don't know, maybe his next, there's a crossroads in there and a diplomat, so he's gonna just be okay for the next turn, I think. It's probably one estate, so crossroads, diplomat. There's a sanctuary. Yeah. I think it's yeah, copper estate, sanctuary, diplomat, bridge. Or not bridge, whatever that other thing I said was. Sanctuary, crossroads, copper, estate, diplomat. I'm pretty sure it's on his hand. AKA not a dud. There may have been a point where I could have pilgrimaged, but like I couldn't do it at the start when they did it. I don't think I had a $4 hand. Goes for big bridge buys. One nice thing here is that like them getting the bridges doesn't fully put you out of it if they draw bad, since there are still crowns. Like you can still get sufficient payload here, but they could probably afford a second crossroads, so maybe there's no real reason since they already know they have the one on top here. I guess he's considering an improve, maybe? I don't know. I said no one was probably going to get to the province emptying, but Honda could do it, I guess. If they build a little more on the next turn, and then time to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't know. Last card is a crossroads, which is Not so good. What do I have? It's like they're gonna, I mean, he's gonna draw. Like, I don't know what to say. He's gonna definitely draw through and make it to the end. So I don't know that there's a whole lot I can buy that matters. I don't even know if I can score sufficiently to avoid any dying immediately. Probably I opened up estate diplomat pilot. Well, that opened up is not the right word. It was always going to be available. If they play all their buys, they have 6 bridges. 3. Oh geez, they have so many buys. 6 bridges. Not, yeah, it doesn't matter. In fact, I shouldn't even be taking the estates because I need a full-on dud, and I always did. Or a pretty full-on dud, maybe is the way to put it. Oh, this is just nothing. He has 3, 4, 10 buys if he draws everything, so it's like always dying, so I should play for some degree of dead, some fashion, but it didn't matter. It wasn't in there. Okay, so game 1 goes to Honda. He was starting player. Chat now scrolls to the top at the end of every game, so that's annoying. Right. My turn. There is Guardian to fight off the old witches, though, of course. They're probably pretty good anyway in the deck. Assuming you're building black market stuff. I think you still open with one with the on the 3/4. I think you still go Guardian, Old Witch. I do get to curse him. They don't get to curse me. It's cool. Well, they might. I don't. Well, I can control whether I get to choose. I guess is the way to put it. I get to choose whether they curse me or not. for the first 2 turns, or for the next turn, if he hadn't drawn the witch here, there was of course a chance of So the question here is whether Fortress plus Guardian is better than Barracks. Or I guess Pawn plus something, but that's not going to happen. I like the Fortress. There's a good chance. There's nothing on the board. There's a good chance of finding some trash for benefit from the black market. So I kind of like that play. Definitely want a Barracks. if you can get to one. Do you go for a third guardian? It's a question. This is 3 coppers, Guardian, Black Market Fortress. So you can buy barracks next turn for sure. He's like pretty likely to play an Old Witch. Not guaranteed, but pretty likely. So he didn't have it. So it could have, in fact, bought the Old Witch and been pretty happy about that. But is there anything nice to pair the fishing village with compared to just getting a barracks? It would be fishing village shantytown, right? That's not that bad. I don't know if it's better than barracks or not. Maybe not. What you're really looking for is trashing. That's what you'd want above all else anyway. This could go pretty bad. Okay, it's alright. He may hit me with a curse. Nope. Well, he could still reshuffle before I play the Guardian, play another Guardian. Is that a Guardian miss and then I play both of them here? But this is gonna be, I guess, Old Witch buy actually, because I need it in the shuffle that I'm about to trigger. Gets to attack me. They did not play. They did get to trash though. Hello, monastery. This could be a few different things. I still do really need a barracks. He's gonna get a forager, I bet. Seems not too controversial. Hit the barracks. You take a curse, which is sad, but so it's what happens. It's just what happens. I didn't take spices because I wanted to make sure I could get barracks. Spices plus like Guardian would have been okay. I mean, spices, of course, there was some odds of getting spices and the barracks. Like, that wasn't too unlikely, but there's a fortress down here and a monastery. So, in a shanty town? So that was kind of bad luck to not get to. So the options are play black market or, well, we got some draw. Let's just do this. Ducat's not crazy. Neither is Snowy. Neither is, don't take any of these. Neither is Wine Merchant. Wine Merchant's not crazy either. Just another old witch is not crazy. Question is, what can we... Is it raining? Wow. Okay. Snowy could be nice. Snowy could also be a huge pain. And I don't know that I need the village at this point. So it's like Ducat plus... There's not another 2, so it's Ducat alone versus... I think I want to just a witch. Okay, it wasn't Fortress. When did I play the Fortress? Back here. A couple of the cards I did remember. I missed them buying the gear. I remember seeing it pop up, but I guess not paying good enough attention to the fact that they had actually bought it. That was actually kind of rotten. This has got to be... It doesn't got to be this, but... It looks like it ought to be this to me. What was my other... I guess it could have been Native Village or Enchantress, but... I'm not drawing stuff very well. I guess it's just because I don't have trashing. Last card is the fishing village, I think. Maybe I trigger shuffle. Maybe it's not in the shuffle actually. Trashing a couple of cards there is really nice. Oh yeah, when you're protected from the old witch, you don't get to do the curse trashing either. I forgot about that interaction. Or that aspect of the interaction. Excuse me. This was, this may be like really bad. This may be really bad. Action times. Holy cow, I thought this is awful. This is like so unfortunate. This is so terrible. I should have known. I didn't know what the last... If it was another old witch, I should have just not played, but... It was really bad. The old witches aren't in this shuffle. It's really bad. Piles are getting low. He actually gave me the one that helps me this time. Which is fortunate. Piles are definitely getting low. This will be a good turn though. I'm going to speak it into existence that it'll be a good turn. I'm not really sure whenever they got the horn if it was worth it. Their deck's just so out of control still. Unfortunately, I don't quite get to the I don't get to the monastery. So it's a little bit sad. I mean, if I got the monastery, this buys would be easy. I would take the things that I do have whatever witch on top, which is good. Oh, I can get to the monastery because of the silk merchant. And it's menagerie silk merchant on top. Beautiful. I guess we leave that. Seems like it. We could just get another advisor, to be honest. I mean, we could get something like a trove, but that's funny. Old witch stopping the menagerie activation. I get to play one, but I need to probably score somewhat soonish. Or get a trove. I don't know about the black market buy. That seems... Again, you're not drawing deck, so what is the... I should really just play the advisor first, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna clean and probably add a trove this time. So I look okay. To finish. Okay. This is, you know, Talisman Gardens, that classic strat. I guess you can do sculptor Talisman Gardens. I don't know if the gardens are involved, but there is a deck drawing engine that can be built. It's just going to be very, very slow to build. Which I guess is competing against just like Sculptor Journeyman money. I think I'm gonna open Pageant Silver. I guess you could do Pageant Guardian, but or Pageant Talisman, I guess even, but I don't know. Feels like to me you would just assume just get sculptors and buy provinces. Get 2 sculptors, get a journeyman and buy provinces, something like that. So they are going for the Guardian thing. I mean, the Guardian thing makes it like really likely to maybe double Sculptor. Well, not that likely. Oh, to Forge. I see it's a Forge angle. Yeah, I can see that. I can also see it not mattering. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. It's all about those. Does he not have the autoplay on? I'd be so mad if he didn't. Not really. Just mildly. Should I take... Now this is not trivial. Gold plus coffers versus... I guess it's really just gold plus sculptor. Gold versus sculptor, but the... I guess we'd do the sculptor. I'm not really sure what he's going for exactly. Like, what was his Forge play? It didn't do. He got a gold, I remember when he did it. Where did he play it? Here. Oh, that's not very good. It's like, you bought 2 of those cards. Could get another journeyman. I could get an in. So do you province or do you take gold? Do you wait for the shuffle or do you just, you just go for it? Guess what's gonna happen is like some hands you're gonna be way above and some below, but I already have the estate, so I don't even have to name a state. How convenient. I just have them in hand already. I'm gonna name copper and then draw like sculptor, sculptor, silver. Pretty close. Pretty close. I'm just saying pretty close. All right. Look, I'm gonna reveal exactly 9 like a professional. He'll never know. Like, what are these cards? It could be anything. He has no idea. It could be anything. So one thing that Honda will have, one move that Honda will have that I don't have, is that he can forge for double province, either mill or like true. I'm probably a little better for gardens gaining. Talisman. Incredible. I'm probably a little better for gardens gaining. I have more sculptors and I just have a bigger deck. So yeah. He's definitely building up. I don't know if it's gonna get him anywhere. We'll find out at some point. He doesn't have like gobs of villagers either. Like he might net one here, or he might just break even, I guess, basically. 15 points is not bad on this board though, for sure. 15-point lead with 4 coffers, 3 villagers, some smithies, so you're gonna get some use out of the villagers. And the turns you play them, you'll replenish coffers. There's not... He doesn't really have a deck that's like gonna... I'm gonna jinx myself by talking about it, but... Oh, I missed that. When did he get a legionary? I just 100% missed that. Because I could have... Well, at some point I could go for... At some point I could go for... Guardian. If I think he's gonna play a lot. Anyway, fortunately, there was a journeyman on top, so we may get a little help here. I gotta look see what I've drawn since I shuffled. Which is sort of annoying, but no, I shuffled. Okay. One estate. Okay, so there's one estate. So there's a bunch of... I think we name estate. I mean... Is it time for the Guardian? Do we lose the... It costs 2 coffers. And he isn't at all guaranteed to pair, right? He just has the 1 gold. I'm gonna go on with this maneuver. Still. And I'm gonna make him prove he can attack me before I try to protect myself. There's still a journeyman in the bottom 6 and like a sculptor, so this may cost 2 coffers, but whatever. He's not in a position to get all VP. His deck's not gonna do that. It's just not. Legionary here doesn't even... It's likely to improve this hand more than hurt it. It's like, yeah, he can buy a Dutchy. It doesn't catch him up in any way. Last card's Journeyman. There's not any cantrippy stuff I can gain, so I'll just take a silver and... One, two, three, four, five, six. No, okay. So now the most common crappy card is Province. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see all his hands, so I don't know if there was bad shuffles, but it looked more complicated than, or I don't know. He didn't get any advantage out of doing the fancier stuff. Whether there was some deck that is fancier that does get an advantage, I don't know, but he didn't get any out of it. This deck attacked me with Legionary once. Like, that was the most it did as far as engine stuff. Nothing else was in any way useful or impressive. Like the trashing, the forging didn't look like it did anything. Alright, so we're up 2-1. If there had been, if there had been a $4 or $3 village, you can do it for sure, I think. For sure, I think. At least then you're doing something with sculptors, but or the engine like gets half of its components. You can just do it from sculptors, but with that it was like every piece of the engine cost 5 and there was no 5 gaining. You would have had to like play sculptor twice and get a silver and get like an estate or a guardian and then forge those to gain extra 5s. It was like huge number of action plays to get additional 5s, and that's what the village and the draw was. So like, just what is it? How does it? It looks like it can't possibly pay off there. Which doesn't mean it's impossible for like a forge deck to like do okay if it hits, if you get the forge and then you immediately do money. But that, I don't know, it seems slower than just buying sculptors and silvers. Okay, so this has well, it has a lot of stuff. I don't know, Honda hated junkers so much. He's all junkers on his list. Junkers are like so great. I love them. This is not like 5-2 would be nice. I don't really know what you open or how you do the donate thing. Or if there's something like supplies is nice with Labyrinth, but not like that nice. You can buy, I guess supplies are, no. Well, supplies kind of work with Wayfarer. The only way you're going to have actions is if you empty the saunas yourself. That's going to take a long time. You can basically play like Wayfarer money. After donating, probably. I I just don't know. Can you supplies donate? Maybe you can. Down to like 4. I have no idea if this works. But we're going to find out. He's following. These are the decks we're playing, I guess. Maybe better to go to like 5 money and go to a livery. I can totally believe that silver donate is better, and you get a I guess livery also does labyrinth, doesn't it? Yeah, that's probably better. Probably better you go silver donate down to $5, and then you buy a livery, and then in the future you just like buy livery, you just buy gold and then buy provinces. That looks a little better than the Wayfarer thing, but because with the Wayfarer thing you don't even see the silver till a turn later. Yeah, this just seems worse. You get a labyrinth point like a turn sooner, but I don't know. You get a labyrinth point turn sooner, maybe you end up with like not as high money density, but oh. Incredible. I mean, we're just gonna mirror for a while. Like, it's not. There's nothing really interesting about this part. I guess you can see if you want to buy a sauna or a supplies. You could want to buy a supplies. You could also want to buy a sauna, I guess. Trash a little bit more. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm just gonna buy some. I don't think I want to trash yet. I probably just want to buy gold. So the hope is that you don't have to play the second horse to draw the thing. To draw the Wayfarer. But that's totally random at this point. We're gonna split the labyrinth stuff unless he has a. I don't think there's any way. So he buys a silver. I do have to draw both, which is a little sad, but whatever. So he's willing to province now, which is interesting to me. So he's pretty convinced he's not going to miss 8 before the end. Could be right. That's basically the advantage of silver over supplies there. I think he could still miss though. Maybe he has to miss more than just province once. Maybe he has to miss it twice. And I'm still in the tie position, I guess. I don't know. Or the position of no supplies. Shuffles. 3 silvers. No horses. Oh wait, these things are in the deck though. I mean, I don't even have the money, so I need him to miss duchy, which is hard. Or at some point I can go for it. If I have reason to believe he won't. Or just because I feel like it. So I can't take this. So now I absolutely need him to miss. How is this on a trigger? I don't know. It depends on the quality of the trigger. Really depends on the last 2 cards. He's not gonna miss duchy, unfortunately. Apparently, the quality of the cards was such that I should have definitely. Wait, well, there I should just. Well, I can't buy it, right? Yeah. He's never gonna miss duchy. Maybe he does miss duchy. I'll take it. But it's just super hard. Guess you can buy a grove or something. Yeah. I guess I messed that up by taking. I mean, suppose it would have likely ended in a tie, but by not getting the silver to go to $8 that turn. I think the problem was that for me to catch him after that point, he had to miss duchies, not just miss provinces, so it was really hard. Okay. Game 4. Here we go. This isn't taking too long, which is good. I mean, that last game, of course, didn't have a crazy amount of... I'm gonna go Silk Merchant, Spice Merchant, I think. The old Merchant combo. We don't have Standard Merchant nor Merchant Guild to kind of round it all out, but that's just the way of the world sometimes. Remake? Silk Merchant remake? Nah. Not as exciting to me. What is the Bane? We do have the coin. You want to activate, and then beyond that, I mean, there's not a lot of village effect kind of things. You can do something with exploration, I suppose, but it seems a little... I don't know how often you really want to pass up on your buy here. I would not hate somebody who went for remake. I guess remake is a little... You feel like you're getting more value out of the villager if you are forced to spend it. Whereas with the Spice Merchant, maybe not. And the other nice thing about the remake is well, maybe the only other nice thing about the remake is that you get some caves out of it. You get some secret caves out of it. You're not necessarily trashing all that much faster. This will just go ahead and be a sanctuary for me. Is he enhancing something? Enhance. Enhance. Boom. Alright, what's he? Spice Merchant. Okay. I'm gonna get a sanctuary. Okay. Oh, that was my Spice Merchant. Silly me. Gets a couple of good old secret caves out of it. Yeah, so like you trigger, is this okay to trigger? It's probably pretty okay to trigger. I mean, there are some downsides. 1, 2. We could buy exploration. 1, 2. And we have the uniques. Probably not triggering. I mean, it's nice to trigger with the estates and the coppers out, but it's not so nice to trigger with the Spice Merchant and the thingy out. Remake. Okay. That's not that exciting. I'm not gonna lie. There's some world where I activate right now, but happens to not be the world we're living in. So I could enhance. I could enhance a lucky coin into a hunting grounds. It's kind of nice, actually. I'm in the same kind of shuffle again. This time I will trigger it. Because there's like Good, he didn't quite have it. We might find the point is you either find the hunting grounds right now or you find it in a wee bit of time. Enhance. Okay. I only have to play 2 of these, so if there's enhancery to be doing, it may be worth thinking. It may be worth thinking. Something I rarely like to do, but it's occasionally worth doing. So basically, if we can find something reasonable to enhance, then we will have we will have added another villager, which could be pretty nice. And it would be the silver, I think. I mean, we're not enhancing into an estate, so. It would be like enhanced silver into a sanctuary and, like, I don't know, buy a couple golds or wishing for golds or something. Seems pretty cool. There's also like a pretty funny gain a lot of duchies while doing enhanced stuff things you can do here. Which I think are pretty cute. I don't know if they're worth doing, but they're like super cute. And I'm gonna do them because what else am I here for? It's essentially my feeling on it. That's a good point. You might be wondering to yourself, what was a good point? And the point is, the villager account may work out such that you want to play I don't know that there's a way around it, though, basically. What did I have? I still have an estate. I think you're almost guaranteed to need to have to play one. To need to have to want to play one. Okay. I still have all my wishes. That's cool. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna get a wish. I'm gonna wish for a hunting grounds. And then I'm gonna wish for another hunting grounds. The other option is a gold. Really. This is like definitely wheel spinning, but I love it. Look at him. He trashed all his estates. I keep mine next to my heart. Um, I'm gonna eventually run out of hunting grounds that I can do this to. Enhances exactly, or it's up to. It is up to, but you can't mill provinces. That would be too much. That would be too much. He's remaking. But if I have 4 provinces and 4 duchies, you know, like, doesn't seem so bad. And I can, you know, I can keep buying hunting grounds or something. The idea is mostly just to have a bunch of points. There are some potential sad times could occur. He's got a fancy deck doing fancy things. I hope it is not fancy enough to beat me. He still has his lucky coin. That's cool. That's cool. He's gonna have actual money. I'm gonna not have actual money. I invented that. That's my move. Okay, I'll forgive him. Boom, watch this. Do you like having green in your deck? No worries, no problems. No green available. Just boom, hunting grounds. Boom. Gain duchy. No. Continue. And buys. I guess as long as you don't double bottom deck sanctuaries, that could be bad. That part could be bad. That part could be not good. I bet that's what I did. I guess even bottom decking 1 is not the greatest thing. How many hunting grounds are there? 1, 2, 3. So there are. I am holding 3, 6. That's all his hunting grounds. He just has 2. He just has 2 hunting grounds. He played them both. I could also Oh, wait, this is guaranteed. Hunting Grounds draws 4 whole cards. Oh man, so there's no sad times. Sad times are impossible here. There are no sad times. This is pretty interesting. There they've gotten. Is that to go to a gold? So now the question is, if I go double province, I score 18 points here, which I can do. Can they catch me on the next turn? The answer may be yes. I don't know. They have a lot of coffers. They have a lot of coffers. They have gobs of coffers. So maybe he's gonna catch me. I should turn on my keep bad cards in exile thing. But whatever. Can they score this many points? Maybe. If I don't find my hunting grounds, they get another turn anyway, so it's not like... Well, I could stop and I could enhance. If I don't find hunting grounds or gold, I guess I should say. So maybe they'll just win though. They can score 27 pretty easily. I think. They have 4 hunting grounds. 27 maybe not that easily because they have to find the other hunting grounds. Is the thing. I don't know if he has a gold. Does he have a gold? He does have a gold. How many silk merchants are there left? 6. That's the only silk merchant. He's probably winning. I'm terrified. I'm terrified he's just winning. If I play once, if there are any duchies left, I guess I don't know that there will be any duchies left. I'm terrified, terrified, terrified. So what can he do? He still has, okay, he drew basically, unless there's a hunting grounds bottom decked, I don't know. He's gonna be able to do 27 right off the bat. In fact, if he can do a gold, he has enough coffers already, plus there's silver. So like gold can go to province, hunting grounds can go to province, hunting grounds can go to province, hunting grounds can go to double duchy. Oh no, there aren't, well, duchy estates. And that's 3. And that gives him That gives him 39. So then he just needs $2. So he just wins. I mean, unless I miscounted something, I have 1 hunting ground, so he has 4, so he must have 3. I don't know what his last card is. I don't know if he has another cantrip or not, but assuming he has everything in hand, which means the 3 hunting grounds and the gold, and there may be outs even without that, I don't know. But anyway, they're assuming none of those are bottom decked. I can already see a path to win, so I'm just gonna assume that he has it in hand. I don't really want to watch. I don't want to sit here. I mean, he's just double counting stuff, but it's gonna work. He gets the 27. He gets the estates to 30, and then he buys an estate because he has to buy just 4 enhances It just takes $14 if he has all those cards in hand. I don't know if he has additional draw. Does he have another secret cave, or are those dead? No, those are dead. This may be all the draw. Well, besides a hunting grounds, but I'm sure he's just checking it. And he does have it in hand. He's just double checking it. I'll be so... I'm sure that's what it is. But I hate not knowing. I hate not knowing what it is. Because I'm not 100% sure, because there are a lot of other things he could enhance. And he has more than, you know, he has however many silvers. I don't know how many silvers he actually still has in deck. We gained 5. So he still has 2. So he still has 2 silvers. So like even if... oh yeah, there's also remake angles. I don't think you need the remake, but maybe he did bottom deck something and I'm missing it. I assume he just like found a different way of doing it. That wasn't the way I was thinking of. Okay, no, that's not the case. And he didn't take any duchies, which means I can get a duchy and be at half VP. I think. Because he didn't... And there's still another copper, so it's like... 42 is half AP here, right? Because his estates are trashed. If I go to 42, then there'll be... I just want to check, because otherwise I'm going to play this card and try and draw it. 18, 24, 30, 41, and all 42, yeah. Well, he can get a young witch, so it's not actually... Though he didn't pick one up, but... He has to play 2 young witches. He would have to get 2 young witches, I think. And now I don't even know if he has 3s. So... Maybe if he had done Silk Merchants where he got... Maybe if he had gotten a young witch instead of one of the Silk Merchants, he could still tie or win. But now I'm not sure he has $3 cards. There's also Farmer's Market, but he didn't get any of those. And that's still a few turns off before points can be scored off it. He needed to. What he needed to do on his turn was empty the duchies or get a young witch. Because I think he needed to get so he must have bottom decked one of the $6 cards. That or he didn't and he just didn't see the win. And I feel like I said, that was just one win I could conceive of. The odds that there were more available seems pretty likely to me. Not for sure though, without seeing the hand and checking some stuff. So anyway, yeah, I think if he's not going to win on that one turn, then I think he needs to empty the duchies. I don't think I could pile out. I don't know how many silk merchants there were left, but I don't think I could pile out. I don't know. Maybe that was an issue too, but obviously if my I just needed to see gold or hunting grounds to also have a finish on my turn. But okay, so this is like here's village and draw smithy stuff, and there's butcher. I don't have the 4/3, so I can't get a guaranteed 5 off the sinister plot. I could just go for double butcher off the invest, I guess. Try for it. I think you want multiple butchers for sure. Scheme looks pretty useful. Course coin looks useful. Black cat. I guess you might get some black cats. I don't know. Probably. But not for a while. Outpost looks useful. Crypt potentially good. He's going to invest in a butcher. I'm going to go ahead and invest in a butcher, I think. I don't really know how invest works. Maybe we just won't bother each other anymore after that. After that investment. I'm not going to add a rabble until I get some coins down, so I think this is just going to be a plot. He invests in rabble, which is of course also pretty reasonable. I'm gonna buy a couple coins here, or maybe coin scheme. I know it still draws for him. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but right now the only thing really going for me is the plot. He has an outpost. Seems fine. That's pretty mean, rabble, for sure. Pretty mean rabble. There goes the outposts. I didn't notice he had tossed. I might have done that differently, but I might have gone for the rabble first and tried to. Well, I'm not gonna have that much draw, but oh well. I'm not completely out of it. I'm just not completely in it. He's getting. Oh gosh, no, that's bad. That's unworkable. Because he's gonna be able to plot at the start of this one. He has that many coins. Yeah, we're gonna get crushed. Maybe I'll catch him on a 3 pile, but if he scores some points, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. His start milling. I didn't know he was gonna draw all this garbage this turn. I don't know what to do about that, or if there's anything to be done about it. I think it's probably not the right timing for a crypt, but probably not on the prior to the outpost turn. Like surely a rabble's better there, and then if you draw really well, you maybe gain the crypt and play it. I think you can make a similar complaint about my crypt though, for sure. He just had. I don't have other draws, so he has other draw. So it looks a little bit more like he could do it, or could have done it that way. It says 3 rabbles. Like if you had a 4th rabble, maybe he doesn't have the terminal space for that, but if you had a 4th rabble, it looks like you could probably gain and play there. Not a great crypt, all told. I guess it's about as good as a crypt for him has to be. He only had 4 compers. So sad. What are these cards even? Right, because he didn't call, so he didn't get to do any extra. What are the odds that he can straight up empty the rabbles if I don't get one now? Like, if I just invest in one, what are the odds that he just takes them out before I get any off? Probably pretty high. Probably pretty high. Maybe he can't. I mean, because you can afford to take them because they can be butchered later on, so it's not. They're not that bad in that respect. This is not a big deal. So they're like a turn and a half, maybe two. Maybe count 2 full turns since they have the outpost and the scheme stuff going. No one has a lot of money. He has a lot of coffers. Just provincing. Just going ahead and doing it. If they hadn't drawn, that was what was rough. If they had not drawn 2 coppers here, if they had drawn an estate here, this would all look not quite as bad as it does for me. I don't know what the odds are of 2 coppers. I mean, there's 3. This is 3-2, so you have to draw 3 of 5 and then 3 of 4, and then it's 1 minus that. You need that to not, or that's the odds of it. I guess that's the odds of drawing 2 coppers. 3 of 5 times 3 of 4. 9/20ths. Or that's not. Yeah. Or no. Once you've drawn the 1, it's 3/5 and 2/4. So it's 6/20ths. To draw 2 coppers. So you really only had like a little above 25% chance of buying the butcher turn 2. But it's a pretty bad outcome. The 4 is actually not, right? The 4 is fine. But this is really bad. I'm not counting this right though, because he had 4, it's 4 or 5. I'm just, okay. It's not the number it is. 4 or 5, then it's 3 to 4. So it's 12/20ths. So there's a little over 50% chance that that happens. 60% chance. So not small. Okay, what have they done? Bought some things. I kind of just assumed I wouldn't even hit the hit anything. You can't. So you can't. What's this? What's the coin sitch? Oh, 5. Oh, 5. Oh, he has 5. Oh, the number of coins on the mat is 5. Oh, there are 5 coins on the mat. In case anyone was curious about the number of coins there are 5 of them. 5 coins. I mean, I'm gonna play the butchers and I'm gonna play the outpost. Also, he has a sinister plot, so there's also that. So that. It's just not gonna work, right? I can take a province. He's gonna draw deck. He's gonna mill. It just doesn't work. What's the most I can do? What's the most provinces I can gain across these 2 turns? Gain / mill. Like, what if I mill one right away, right now? So I could get 3 provinces this turn. If I go rabble a province, draw the province, mill the province, buy a province, how do they get it down to 3? And I'll have 2 of them. And then I can do the same thing, maybe, if I get very lucky. But I won't have the right. Do I mill, or can I mill silver? Does that work? I don't know that I get enough actions to do the thing I'm describing. Let's go for it. It's the only thing I see. Didn't draw it. If I find, I can play 3 terminals. I don't see any way. It was not very good odds. Just because I don't have enough coins on the mat. Oh no, wait, I do have a bunch of coins on the mat. Is it a tavern mat? Oh, I just played them. I was gonna ask if the tavern mat is bugged. Actually, I don't need to request. I don't need to request the. I didn't even spend any, did I? All right, I didn't. I don't know why. I don't know why I asked for that. I would have had to play. I would have either had to draw 2 butchers right away, or like 1 rabble and draw the 2 butchers. And I would have needed a province in hand, I think. Well, there was some flexibility there, I think, as far as I think I need 1 province in hand. So anyway, he won't even take another. It won't even take him another turn. He can just mill 2 and win. All right. Well, we made out with a tie. We had a lot of second player wins. Or that's not right. Yeah, that is there. I think it was a tie, right? I won the last one. I'll report it. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Good games. They're interesting games. They're real neat. But I will see you all later.